Joe, Hispanics and African Americans are giving the president mixed reviews.
Yeah, this is sort of an interesting dynamic with the president's first year in office coming up on a lot of polling, and I've looked at a lot of the different results from different outlets that make polling available. The president, in his election campaign in 2020, received by all measures and exit polling about 92% of all of the black vote that was cast. A significant alignment between African Americans in the United States and the Democratic Party. But polling now shows that among black voters, where 6 months ago, 83% had a very high regard for President Biden. That's dropped now to 64%.
And that was an AP poll, right?
Yes, and that's from the AP poll. But the thing that's interesting, too, is among Hispanic voters, where President Trump did slightly better in 2020 than he did 2016, this is another cohort of voters that I think Democrats had historically counted on that is now really up for grabs. They're not necessarily aligned with either party. And even in North Carolina, where Hispanic voters constitute a little over 4.5% of the total registered voters, 6 out of 10 Hispanics in North Carolina today are native-born North Carolinians. I mean, the population of Hispanics in 1990 was only 75,000 in the state, and now it's almost 400,000, a dramatic increase, and that sphere of influence within our electorate will become increasingly important to North Carolina politicians. But the president's got to hope that the coalition he built in 2020, where he did slightly better in the suburbs than Hillary Clinton had done 4 years previously, and among independent-minded but Democratic-leaning voters, they've got to be enthusiastic.
He's hurt in the suburbs, isn't he? I see that Trump is actually beating him in a potential matchup.
Yeah, exactly right. And he's got to hold that coalition together. They've got to remain hopeful about Biden for them to want to turn out and vote for Democrats in 2020. It's just another sign that the Democrats are going to have a hard time in 2022 if Biden can't hold coalition votes that he got in 20.